3 clients, 30 days, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it right here in this video. And not with some vague, just DM more people, bro. No, I'm actually going to break down the step-by-step behind how you can get 3 clients in the next 30 days. Now, the problem with most copywriting advice out there on how to actually get clients is that it's very vague. It doesn't really show you or talk about any examples or give you any proof of actual conversations. So that's what I'm gonna be showing you here in this video. Because the key to actually landing all these clients is 2 main things. One is multiple client acquisition channels. This means multiple different ways to get clients rather than just grinding on just one. Now, grinding on just one isn't a bad thing necessarily because you get to understand and get that one client acquisition channel going. But as soon as you have that one going and understood, you have to move on to other ones as well, especially if you want to get to your goal as quick as possible. See, here's the problem that a lot of people have is that they have very small goals. They say, I want to reach 3K per month in the next 5 months. Well, the problem with that is that you're just going to do the bare minimum. So by giving yourself a huge goal, like 3 clients in the next 30 days, you're going to give yourself enough things to do so that you can work 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours a day on this and actually get the results that you want. But of course, first is knowing the actual method. How would you actually go about it? What steps would you have to do? Well, it all hinges off of 4 main methods that I'm going to show you here in this video. Make sure you stick around to the last one because that is one of my favorites. So you want to build all of these simultaneously within 30 days to actually go ahead and get your 3 big clients. Method number 1 is going to be the above and beyond application method. Now, this is one I actually haven't really talked too much about on this channel. I have mentioned things like Upwork, haven't really done an in-depth tutorial on it quite yet, but still going through applications and getting your clients that way is super huge because, I mean, it's simple. Instead of trying to convince somebody that they need a copywriter or that they need something else, they need a new website or they need a new landing page, you are going to people who want somebody to build their funnel, want somebody to build their website, want somebody to write their copy for them, want somebody to do the creative strategy. But the big thing that holds people back from wanting to go into these applications and try to get clients that way is the fact that they might not have the most built out track record or resume. They might not have a bunch of experience already. But can I tell you something kind of counterintuitive and also inspiring is that I know so many copywriters who got their very first gig, their very first copywriting job from applications. There were tons of other applicants. Maybe other people even had a better application or more experience. But because they handled the application in the way that I'm about to tell you here in this video is why they actually beat out those people with better resumes. Because most people who apply are just going to blow it. They're going to send the most generic response that they possibly can, and they're going to do nothing but answer the questions on the application. And that right there is how you know that is not the person you want to work with. Let me tell you a little story. When I was hiring, right? I do a lot of hiring in my own business. One of the applications that I sent out had a secret code in the description of it. And then somewhere else in the application, it told them to fill out the number code. Now, most people would just not fill it out or would skip that question because they didn't read the details carefully enough. I was looking for somebody who had that attention to detail. So a really easy way to weed out people who weren't worth my time in talking to or hiring or interviewing was just to see how well they read the interview questions. That right there tells me an exact gauge of how committed they actually are and how much attention to detail they really have. And the reason I tell that and bring up that story is because you're going to think that it's all about past experience. It's all about testimonials, but I'm telling you, it's really not. It's a lot more about how you show up. And that's where the above and beyond part of the above and beyond application method actually comes in. You want to look at all the questions, the whole application, and you want to do more. You want to do 2 to 3 steps more everywhere that you can. If they ask you for a sample piece, send them in a couple of personalized sample pieces to them. Make copy for them already. And if they want maybe a little bit about yourself in a text, then give them a Loom video. Actually show up on video, give them a breakdown of things that you might have done before, things that you know, things that you've learned, or some things just about you overall. And now think about what just happened. They got 47 applications, right? And all of them were the exact same except for yours. You went above and beyond in every single aspect. Even if you don't have the skill already, then they would be more than happy enough to bring you on the team to teach you the skill because you have the attitude. An attitude adjustment requires a full brain transplant, but just training somebody on a skill is something that's easy and can be done in a couple of months. Now, because you're going above and beyond, you're going to want to find these applications early and often. You want a couple of places that you always look consistently over the day so that you're able to hop on the opportunities early so that you can go above and beyond and still have time. And there's a few platforms that you can do this on. First one is Facebook groups, right? These are sometimes just business Facebook groups or copywriting job Facebook groups as well. Next is going to be LinkedIn. LinkedIn is super simple and you don't even have to set up your own LinkedIn profile or be super big on LinkedIn either. All you have to do is just look and search for other jobs that you're looking for, like a funnel builder or a website designer or a copywriter or a creative creative strategist. And then next is Upwork. Like I said, I've talked about Upwork just a little bit here. And a lot of people are just going to have the thought that, oh, well, Upwork isn't worth it for me to get started on because it's only where people go to get these low quality third world country sort of jobs. But in reality, there's been tons of students that I've worked with that have gotten $2,000, $3,000 per month clients, and even the highest one being a $7,000 client for one project on Upwork. Funny thing is, all the copywriter did was make the Upwork profile, and the client actually came to him with this $7,000 deal. The key on Upwork, very simple, just don't be generic. You're gonna notice that exact theme throughout this video is that you just can't be generic. You have to stand out somehow. And at the end of the day, even on Upwork, if you're gonna get a $500 or a $1,000 project or client, especially when you're starting out, that's really big. And if you do really good work, then they can give you a good rating on Upwork, and then that can actually help you get way more deals in the future. If you're just consistently getting good deals on Upwork, you're gonna be able to increase your income because people are looking for you there. Now, just one last place to get applications that is, I guess, small, but still really, really important is just from your network. For example, I have a bunch of students that I work with one-to-one, and I'm in different business groups. Like some have cost me $10,000 to even get into the business group itself. And those are people who are already qualified. Those are people who, when they are looking to hire somebody, they're going to ask their network, which is that network of businesses. Now, I get a ton of applications across my desk on a weekly and sometimes even daily basis. All I do is just hand off those applications to my students. They fill them out, and then they get jobs like that. Funny part is I actually get a finder's fee just for connecting my students with some clients as well. So it's literally a win-win-win-win. So the takeaway here is to get into some sort of network, whether it be 40CI, which is the one that I run, or any other one at all. As long as you're in this network, it will probably pay for itself because you're in a room of people who are qualified people, other people who know that they want to invest in themselves and actually make it with copywriting. Method number 2 is strategic cold outreach. Now, cold outreach is something that still works very well to this day, but is one of those things that people are always going to say that it either doesn't work or it doesn't work for them, or they're in some special scenario where it's too hard for them and they can't make it work. But when it's done correctly, it works above and beyond. And that's exactly why it's called strategic outreach. Now, we're not talking about just blasting out like 200 cold DMs a day. We're talking about strategic outreaches that are going to land in people's inboxes, offer them some sort of value of something that they actually are going to need in the future, and then getting on a call with them and closing them there. Now, the scope of the exact step-by-step, like if you want to see me close clients and just watch me, then those videos are on this very channel. It's beyond the scope of this video, like the video that I did that was a free 4-hour client getting course that will show you everything from start to finish on how to get clients. But in short, there's just a couple of steps. The first one is prospecting. Look for businesses who have some sort of high ticket product or high ticket offer. Ideally, this is something $3,000 to $5,000. Now, you're not usually going to see this price, but if somebody has something where it's like an application, but you can't actually see the price in the background, so it's like you have to apply to work with me or to work with my business, but you don't actually see the price on the front end, that usually entails that it's something rather big, right? This could be a B2B agency where they say, hey, I will help your agency get more clients through cold email, and you only pay per lead. Something like that is a very common offer that you might come across. So those people are going to need copywriters in order to get more clients themselves, and their clients are also going to need copywriters as well. So once you've identified people that you do want to outreach to, next is to just send them a message that proves that you are a real human. Make sure it's as personalized as possible. Then once they respond, you want to just offer them some free value, or just upfront give them some free value. This could be a lot of things. This could be a video script. This could be a VSL. This could be a landing page. This could be some emails that you wrote for them. One of my personal favorites is just sending them a Loom video breaking down something about their business or how you could help improve them. And then finally, you just want to follow up with them. And the deal actually happens in the follow-up. It's very rare that you're going to close a big name client that's actually going to be a dream client in the first couple of messages. All right, and method number 3 is the warm outreach / network method. Now, this is one that most people skip because it feels uncomfortable. But again, if we are sprinting to 3 clients in 30 days, we need to tap out every single client acquisition possibility or channel that we have access to. And one of them is going to be your existing network, meaning the people that you already know, the people you went to high school with, the people that you've worked with in the past. And the reality is this outreach is going to get a much higher reply rate and a much higher chance of actually getting you clients than just outreaching to people cold. The only thing at risk here, the only reason why people don't want to do it is simply because of ego. They don't want anybody knowing that they're starting a new thing. And it's understandable. But you don't have to just go up to random people that you know or have known before and try to sell them. All you really want to do, just at least ask them if they know anybody who is looking for a marketer, because you're looking to start in marketing and you want to work for people for free. That's the way that you can actually make the ask without directly asking and without risking the relationship. Now, most people ignore this completely, but there are so many examples of people closing clients within the first 24 hours or even within just the first couple days. And then, of course, method number 4 is going to be referrals. This is one that I wish someone would have told me to take more seriously when I was starting. And of course, from having referrals, you're going to have a client in the first place. So it kind of sounds paradoxical. Well, Tyson, how do I get referral clients if I'm sprinting to 3 clients right now? Well, my friend, you would be surprised, because even just getting 1 client through one of these methods can easily multiply into 3 clients if you understand how to do referrals right. A really easy way to max out your referral skills is by working with B2B agencies. And I already gave an example of these, but this is like an agency who helps another business do something, or helps another business do something by creating a new client acquisition channel. Like, oh, I'll help you get more clients for your business through Instagram ads or through LinkedIn. Because B2B businesses have double opportunity. You can work for the actual agency itself directly, help them get more clients, but you can also work for their clients, help their clients get more clients. And then of course, if their clients are B2B as well, I mean, you're literally just inserting yourself into a huge network of business owners. And I've personally seen this firsthand. One of the first B2B businesses that I worked with was a 7-figure agency that worked with other people in the info product space. But through that one client, right, I was helping that one client get more clients for their business, but I was also helping him on fulfillment. So I would go in and set up all of the email structures and all of the campaigns for all of the businesses that he was working with. So I got tons of exposure that way. I was able to pad out my resume, and I got paid pretty handsomely as well, because I was working on so much stuff. These agencies just have so much work, so much things that they need people to do, and they're going to outsource those things to people like you and me. But here's something important to note, is that referrals don't always just happen. When you're working with a client and you're finishing a project and they're actually happy, those are when referrals actually come. So the big point here is to be very, very strong in your client fulfillment, meaning fulfilling for your clients, making sure that you're on the ball all the time. You're always messaging them. You're always quick to respond. You're always giving them updates, because as long as they see that you're actually a hard worker, even if the big results haven't come in yet, they're going to want to refer you to other people. A really simple way to do this is when they're giving you props on something that you've done well, right? Which you should be doing, because again, you should be working as hard as you can. You're like, hey man, that email you sent out or those last couple campaigns were awesome. Then that's your point and that's your chance right there. All you have to say is something like, oh, that's great. Well, do you think you can give me an introduction to another business owner that you know? Because I'm currently taking on another client or 2. And that's it. It doesn't have to be pressured. It doesn't have to be awkward or weird or strange. They might say no, but at least you're putting it out there. And I'm telling you, you would be surprised at how many people would just say, yeah, sure, I'll give you an intro to somebody. And a referred client is the easiest client to close, because they already know somebody and they already trust the person that you're working with. Not to mention, they're usually willing to pay more upfront than just somebody from a cold pitch. The 30-day plan is this. You start by outreaching to your warm network by writing down everybody that you know and everybody who knows who you know. And you outreach to all of those people, asking them if they know anybody who would be able to use a marketer for free, which of course would be you. Next, you're going to do some cold outreach. You're going to cold outreach and send out 20 to 30 DMs every single day to people on something like Instagram, or maybe you can find them on YouTube or LinkedIn or other platforms. It doesn't really matter, but as long as you are sending them DMs or sending them emails consistently, then that is going to be cold outreach done. Now, on top of that, once you have all of that set up, you're going to want to apply to different copywriting applications by using search terms, even if it's just searching on Google, but even on things like Facebook groups, LinkedIn, your personal network, you want to make sure you are applying to as many places as possible, including Upwork as well. Then finally, of course, once you get one of those clients, which shouldn't take you more than a few weeks, you want to over-fulfill, over-deliver for them like crazy, so that you then get an opportunity to get more clients from that client. You do all that, man, and there's no reason why you can't get at least 3 clients in the next 30 days. But if you want to make it even more likely, having good copywriting skills is of course going to help you, because getting the clients is one thing, but you want to at least deserve the clients, and you want to make sure that you can offer them results. One of the easiest ways to do that is to join the 4D Bootcamp. That is linked down below as well. It's a place where me and also other coaches can go and actually review your copy and give you feedback. On top of that, I also have the free copy starter kit, which has all the free courses and things inside of it. And I also have free courses here on this very YouTube channel, so you can go watch those after this one. Anyways, that's all for now. And of course, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.